Learn about the penguin. Birds that cannot fly, but love to swim, can drink salt water and sleep standing up. What is a penguin? They are birds that cannot fly, but love to swim. A typical penguin can spend at least half of its time swimming in the water. They can drink salt water and sleep standing up. Penguins are one of the most beloved animals in the world. Penguins are found in many areas in the southern hemisphere. Most people think of penguins as living in very cold climates, like the icy continent of Antarctica, but they also live in more temperate areas, like the Galapagos Islands, Australia, and South Africa. Let's learn more. Would you put on your bathing suit and jump into icy water? Would you slide down a snowy hill on your bare stomach? Imagine how cold that would feel. You would freeze. Penguins, however, do this all the time. Penguins swim in cold water. They slide on their bellies over ice and snow. What are penguins? Penguins are birds. They have wings, but they cannot fly. Instead, they use their wings as flippers to paddle in water. They also paddle with their webbed feet. Penguins are very good swimmers. Penguins have long, barrel-shaped bodies. They have short legs and can stand upright. Penguins standing up look a little like people at a fancy party. Penguins have dark backs and white breasts that make them look like men in tuxedos. Penguins have a funny waddle when they walk on land. They cannot waddle very fast. When they are on ice or snow, penguins act like they are sledding or tobogganing. They lie on their stomachs and paddle forward with their wings. Penguins would rather swim than move about on land. Where do penguins live? Most penguins live close to Antarctica, in the southern part of the world. The Adelie penguin and the emperor penguin live right on the ice of the Antarctic continent. Some penguins live on the southern coast of New Zealand or nearby islands. A few kinds of penguins live in warmer regions near the coasts of South America, southern Africa, and Australia. Penguins in warmer places need to swim in cold ocean currents to find food. What keeps penguins warm? Penguins have short, stiff feathers. The feathers overlap and form a waterproof coat that keeps the birds dry. Some penguins have another layer of downy feathers for extra warmth. Penguins also have a thick layer of fat called blubber. What do penguins eat? Penguins mostly eat fish. What types of fish they eat can depend on where they live. They also eat krill, squid, crustaceans, and octopus. Penguins love seafood and only eat when they are in the water. They swim near the water's surface watching for fish, squid, and crustaceans such as crabs or shrimp. When a penguin spots something good for dinner, it dives after it. Scientists have learned that penguins are fantastic divers. The scientists put special equipment on some penguins. They measured how deep the penguins dived for food and how long the dive lasted. An emperor penguin can dive deeper than 1,600 feet. That distance is almost the same as 2 1/2 city blocks. Some emperor penguin dives can last as long as 20 minutes. The penguin has to hold its breath the entire time. Penguins take flying leaps out of the water to breathe. These leaps are called porpoising because a leaping penguin looks like a porpoise. Sometimes penguins leap to get away from seals, sea lions, or killer whales. These animals like to eat penguins. Types of penguins. There are several different types of penguins, including the rockhopper, macaroni, Adelie, gentoo, chinstrap, emperor, king, and the little penguin. You can tell these different types of penguins apart by the unique markings on their heads. Perhaps the macaroni penguin has the most unusual of these markings, as it has long orange feathers right on top of its head. The largest of the penguins is the emperor penguin, which is over 3 feet tall. Here is a brief description of some of the different types of penguins. Emperor penguin. This is the largest of the penguins, growing to over 3 feet tall. They live in Antarctica. King penguin. The second largest penguin. The king lives in the Antarctic, as well as the Falkland Islands, Australia, and New Zealand. Galapagos penguin. One of the smallest penguins, at only 20 inches tall and 5 pounds fully grown. It lives on the Galapagos Islands. Do penguins have families? Some penguins mate for life, while others mate for a season. At spring, they return to the same place every year and lay eggs. Sometimes, there will be thousands of penguins at the same place. Each parent penguin takes a turn sitting on the egg, or eggs, to keep them warm. They also stay close to the eggs and newborn chicks to protect them from predators. While one parent watches over the chick, the other parent will get food and store it in its mouth to feed the chick. The chicks are often easy to pick out, as they are brown and fluffy. Male and female penguins form couples to raise young penguins. Some penguin couples stay together for years. When it is time to breed, the penguins gather on land in groups called colonies. A colony of penguins can have thousands of birds. Some penguins build nests and lay 2 eggs at a time. The female emperor penguin lays 1 egg. The male penguin puts the egg on top of its feet and uses its belly to cover the egg and keep it warm. Both parents in other penguin species take turns keeping the eggs warm. Baby chicks that hatch out of the egg have only a thin layer of down. The parents use their bodies to keep newborn chicks warm. Later, the chicks form groups while the parents go off to find food. Penguin parents feed their chicks for 20 to 30 days. By that time, the chicks have grown feathers and can find their own food. In a year or 2, they come back to the colony to find mates and breed. Penguins live as long as 20 years. Thank you for watching this video. Watch similar videos via hashtags. Hashtags: Encyclopedia, Animals, Birds, Penguin. Please do visit Kimavi.com. Please write to us and help us improve our videos. You can email us at admin@kimavi.com. Learn about the penguin. Birds that cannot fly but love to swim, can drink salt water and sleep standing up. What is a penguin?